Welcome to day 19 of the vlog. Today we're doing a beach cleanup! We collected all this in like 2 hours and let us show you how it was done. Let's do this. Today, my friends and I decided to organize a beach cleanup in Hamshit, a coastal town in the north of Lebanon. As you can see, this country has super clean beaches, so this fact motivated a lot of people to help clean one up. We are trash diggers. 53 people ended up joining, and we didn't know 3/4 of them. And it was absolutely awesome.
We're doing a beach cleanup in Hamshit.
Oh, save our seas. It's a pleasure to be able to help.
أول مرة بعمل beach cleanup.
We're trying to recycle and sort out the waste at source.
I'm focusing on glass.
You're collecting plastic waste.
There's so many, like in 5 minutes I picked up that amount of plastic. It was really hard to find all the plastic here and not to mix it with everything else.
For about 3 hours, we picked up every piece of trash we could find, and we saw some of the weirdest and most random objects on that beach. I mean, how do things like that even end up here? I don't freaking know, man. What the f is that? Canadian testosterone. A fucking car bumper.
Wallah!
Cadeau de retour.
This is a bag of shoes.
Why is a syringe ending up on the sea? I don't know.
Drugs.
At the beginning of the year, there had been an Israeli oil spill. The oil came back to the northern shores of Lebanon. As you can see, this is the feather covered by oil. The sea is for everyone, if you think about it. This environmental crisis involves all the countries.
This is a bottle cap from a water company that's not Lebanese. It probably came from Turkey.
When a country dumps its trash in the sea, others have to pay the price. Trash travels beyond human borders. And in this case, it's the shores of Lebanon that were affected. But it's not just nations that are responsible for the pollution of natural environments. Most of the trash on this beach comes from careless people that litter. And like a lot of developing nations, there's a real culture of littering in Lebanon. Half a century ago, barely any beaches were as filthy as this one, since most of our waste was organic, and plastic and synthetics weren't even mainstream yet. Now that they've become the norm, we just accepted them because they're more convenient. But we don't give a damn about the end cycle of our waste. And if we do, we see recycling as the ultimate solution, which is absolutely not. Most of us don't truly grasp the disastrous effects of plastic on our environment, or the science behind it, or of any other types of waste. We just throw and forget, and every year the consequences keep getting worse.
What humans are doing to the environment is kind of really shitty.
It's a real problem in Lebanon. We have
Marine life is suffering
It's been getting worse and worse.
because of us.
We have to tolerate the stupidity of people.
People aren't really educated. We have to raise awareness about pollution.
But yeah, I think it's a responsibility of any citizen in Lebanon, outside Lebanon, to be clean as much as they can.
وصراحة ما أخذنا المبادرة ما حدا حينطر.
People really need to go beyond their selfish needs and capitalism and go towards a more compassionate life, towards the world, them, animals, everything.
Every little thing that we can do helps the community.
Exactly. And that's why we organized this cleanup. It's the perfect opportunity for people to take action and make small steps towards change. In the past, I organized multiple others through my initiative Plastic Free Lebanon. And it all started when I took the decision to recycle all the plastic bottles I used every month instead of throwing them away in the general waste bin. And when I noticed that my shift in habits was negligible, I started organizing cleanups. More and more people joined, and I realized that motivated people are always out there, ready to help, but just don't know where or how to start. It was just the initiative that was lacking. Why did you come here today?
Because I want to clean the beach.
That is the most neutral and spot-on answer I've ever heard today.
I think volunteering gives you the opportunity to feel like you're offering something for free and truly without expectations. Yeah, it's a small contribution to our country.
Doing this every Sunday would be a very great idea.
it's like the minimum we could do as Lebanese citizens.
You feel a sense of community and we're all together for the same cause.
It's so great to see people that are here walking and be like, yeah, you got this, like you're doing an amazing job.
You need the confirmation of strangers to know that you're doing a good job.
No, I mean, it's I need validation. No, the fact that strangers are here walking and seeing us do this work and be really supportive, it's nice.
It's great because I want other people who are walking through and seeing us to know that we're cleaning and that it's something that we should do.
Well, that's exactly what happened. We were unknowingly setting a good example, and some people walking by joined to help, including this guy. Hanna Antoun. He was walking and he decided to come and help. He doesn't know anyone here, but he knows that doing a beach cleanup is a good action. So thank you. You want to take a glove? Yeah. I'll give you a glove. Yeah.
أنا وماشي هون عم بعمل مارش هون على البولفار. شفتكم هيك عندكم شباب كانوا عندكم نخوة، وأنا عندي غيرة على منطقتي. أنا هون ابن المنطقة يعني، أنا من عمشيت يعني. وعلى طول بقول يا ريت هيدا الشط بيتنظف، يا ريت هيدا الشط بينعمل له شيء كثير حلو. يعطيكم ألف عافية.
That's the type of people we need and the mentality we need in Lebanon. People who genuinely want to help just for the sake of helping.
We completed the cleanup. The whole beach is perfectly clean. Obviously, there's some microplastics that we are not able to find, but this is it. 53 people came today. Beautiful team.
The next step was to drive to the drop-off place. We packed the trash into the cars, took the car bumper, and started emptying the bags into the right bins.
So right now we're sorting out all the waste. We transported them into the cars and we're sorting them at source. Here you got PET plastic bottles, styrofoam for example, and the rest of the bags.
It felt great to finally have a clean beach and all the waste sorted. Cleanups always make an inspiring before and after story. But the sad reality is that all our cleaning efforts weren't as impactful as they felt. When we spoke to Hanna, he told us that in a week or two, the same quantity of waste will find its way back onto this beach. The municipality is taking no measures to prevent this. People will keep on littering, and other countries too. And it will be the same problem all over again. With my past cleanups, I quickly realized that stopping the littering and cleaning up regularly isn't a solution at all.
If you think about it, it's as if we're trying to empty an overflowing sink with a spoon. It doesn't work. The sink is gonna keep on overflowing. It's the tap we need to focus on first. And then we can empty it. And yeah, I've wasted a lot of water. I hope my point is proven now.
Cleaning up this probably won't do that much, but if you actually recycle in the future and actually have sustainable habits, it'll do so much. So I think it kind of brings about that mindset with people.
It's definitely helping the community, but we will be helping more if we reduce the waste from the first place.
To reduce. Reducing waste and raising awareness about it. Reducing is the top priority. There's a reason why we say reduce, reuse, and then recycle in that order. So how do we reduce? How do we close this tap? Meet Rita. She's a zero waste activist, which means she lives and promotes a lifestyle where you don't create any waste at all.
She helped us organize this whole thing today. She actually did most of the logistics.
This will all go to Recycle Beirut. I'm hoping to create awareness around a zero waste lifestyle or minimal waste lifestyle, and also to help people understand what can be recycled and what can't.
Unscrew the bottle tops because they're two different types of plastic. Things like this is not recyclable.
I really don't believe that recycling is our solution. It's not a long-term solution, it's temporary, because there's only so many times you can recycle this plastic before it goes to landfill.
Downcycling.
Downcycling, we're downcycling, exactly.
Plastic sticks around for hundreds of years. It was designed that way. It's a curse in form of a gift. It's so durable that we use it for everything, but don't know what to do with it once it's used. So in the best case scenario, we try to find another use for it by recycling it. But here's the thing, plastic isn't infinitely recyclable. It's downcycled, which means it loses its properties each time it's recycled until it can't be used anymore. So eventually, we either end up burning it and it pollutes the air with its toxic substances, or we dump it into landfills and pollute the soil, or the waterbeds, the rivers, and the sea in the form of toxic material and microplastics that are almost impossible to retrieve. Littering and recycling ultimately have the same effect on the environment if you think about it. It's just happening in different time frames. And since we humans are bad at projecting ourselves into the future, we tell ourselves that recycling is better than littering. But in the long term, it's exactly the same. We're simply delaying pollution. The solution is very simple. The world needs to stop using plastic, to stop the production and the consumption of plastic and other materials that are not infinitely recyclable. And that's the tap we need to close.
Recycling is not the long-term solution. So we have to be more conscious about consuming. It's not hard. We don't need to be this disposable society that we've become. We have just been caught up in this habit of plastic. Plastic is just a habit. We can break that habit. So we need to be more conscious about what's a way to avoid this and this.
Living zero waste like Sarah would be the ideal thing to do as a consumer, but it's not a realistic habit to adopt for most of us. A more realistic solution would be reducing as much as possible or being aware of our waste, but it has minimal impact in the grand scheme of things. The production of plastic keeps on rising, and that's the source of the problem. But we can't just stop it like that. Corporations and governments use greenwashing techniques to change the narrative surrounding pollution.
Environmentally friendly, all natural, green, non-toxic, eco-safe.
Even the term carbon footprint was popularized by a large advertising campaign for the fossil fuel company BP in 2005 with the aim of guilt-tripping consumers about the effects of their own lifestyle on climate change and again shifting the focus away from them and towards us consumers.
ان شاء الله يوصل هذا النداء للبلديه، تقدر تحط حدود لكل شخص قادر يستمتع بالطبيعه، النداء لكل الوزارات المعنيين على امل انه يكون هذا الشاط نموذج لكل لبنان.
tackling the littering problem at a local level is a great start. But the real game changer would be the implementation of new strict laws through lobbying at a national level and eventually globally. In a nutshell, some of those laws may include progressively decreasing the production of plastic or other harmful materials, or banning the retail of those same materials, as a decrease in demand would impact the supply. Yes, a lot of people will lose their jobs and companies will go out of business. But if done progressively and cleverly, this shift in the market could create various new opportunities. At the end of the day, sustainability is about meeting our own needs without compromising our planet or the needs of the future generations. It's about finding the right balance between a healthy economy, social equity, and responsibly managing our environment and its resources.
Sustainability is important for soup.
It's important. Yes, it is important, but we can't tackle it the way we're currently doing it. I really hate the urgency linked to climate change and pollution and guilt-tripping people who aren't practicing the right habits or consuming irresponsibly. And that's where I think the real value of a beach cleanup lies. It creates positive and practical conversations about the problem faced, and it raises awareness. And awareness can trigger a shift in our consumption habits, but above all can potentially impact the decision-making of larger entities who have the power to change things at a larger scale. And also, let's admit it, cleaning a beach is such an underrated way to connect with others. The typical narrative would be, let's go grab a drink. We're so used to socializing all while consuming. But here, we're having fun, all while being useful to the community and being inspired by one another.
Today is the proof that there is a lot of people, young people, that are ready to help their country.
Anyone can become a change maker if the right intentions are there. Are we seeking to feel good, or are we genuinely fighting for common good? And where there's awareness, teamwork, and action, change follows.
Share, follow, like, and subscribe.
Okay, that's the end of the vlog. Peace out.